Okay, so hello, welcome in control. So I thought you have to buy DLCs. I thought like 50 minutes about it ish. Okay, I'm buying a bit less. But then I saw it was in deal. There was bundle that you can get both of them for 15 euros. So yeah. Talk to the board. So I was, yeah, why not? Fuck it, let's go. 50 euros, it's don't.
There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act.
Do this.
Darkness engulfed the elevator.
Thanks for me.
There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss, so it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away, and made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man, a man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too. A hunger in the dark, not unlike the hostile resonance, waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation Sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Oh shit, okay. We are not going in the elevator then.
Distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man.
Because this, if I know right, that's the second DLC. We are not doing the second DLC.
Investigation Sector, huh?
I heard Hope was promoted.
We should check this out.
Let's do it a bit later. Let's go to the board. The Foundation, I think it was the first main DLC, so let's do it first because. Yep. Yep. So let's go here.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling.
Direct situation. Among Us.
Problem in the Foundation. That was R.A.T's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Furnish. That's the void place, right? Or what is the place? What they are talking about? Yeah, it is that place. Hold up. From the yeah. I remember I saw the I saw the name before.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits R.A.T. So that etching is the door. Okay.
All right. We are going somewhere. Transportation.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency. Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Yep. What the fuck?
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
My life's been a strange one. My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How do we miss it? Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold. It's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit.
What the fuck? What do you mean, bitch? Give me my loot, motherfucker. Bruh, he just locked it.
1 week after he's buried.
So, fucking bitch, okay.
Of course, Father, the great director Ash, would have been the
Where's
first
that?
man
Fuck
in.
that. I...
And look at me.
Oh shit.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Oh damn.
Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless
Oh, what?
she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
That's... I don't die, just respawn. That sounds kinda dumb. Oh shit. So there's nothing. Because that's what the game says. Interesting. supposed to do? Yeah, I'm not able to get to that. You're gonna get new skill to get even higher? No way. Shifting fragment. There we go, man. We are getting tier 6 stuff soon. Kind of fun. I think how many? 6 of them we need. The fuck? Extremely different. Oh, I kinda like this. No camera. There you go. Okay, let's go, let's check. Yeah, 2 more. I need 1 corrupted sample. I used them all. Fuck. I didn't thought about it. I mean, I thought, but I didn't thought that. Thought. Oh shit, I was down. Did nothing, okay. There is something up there. I can see it literally from beginning there is something. There's no spots where I can stand, but I can actually boost myself there. Alright. This location's kind of... I don't know how to place stuff gently. But they don't want down. What? Those? What kind of fun? Ah, hammers!
Kiss
What
are
the-
using pickaxes now.
Yep, that's what I thought. The fuck? Since when they are so smooth? Because of course. Good. There is something up there, but I don't think I can get there. I don't think my flying abilities are for now. So we're gonna get some kind of flying boost or something. We must get something like that because there's so many I mean, we found already 2 or 3 places where... Oh, God. So I found a couple of locations where we must jump extremely high, which is kind of low-key impossible. there. You can go here then. Oh, that's the bridge, by the way. Oh, see again. Literally the same thing. Yeah, no way I can get that. It's another one. So we're gonna get something which gives us flying power. Flying speed. Flying. Gravitation boost. Yes. There are a lot of those rocks. What we are not able to break.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
The fuck? Okay. But that's not normal at all. I'm falling down. Shit, I fucked it up so hard. They're fighting each other, really. Lemau. Big boy. Aside. There is something going on. There is a cave. Yeah, I'm
I
not able
wish
to
I
get
brought
them.
Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
True.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Marshall, man.
Whoa. This place is huge.
Marshall? Can you hear me?
She
Yeah,
was on the
this-
hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
I was just checking, is there something interesting to... Oh, that's the thing what we killed a couple times, basically. Fuck, man. Another one. Are you serious, game?
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Adoro. Explore.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Bruh, I only want. I hate picking on. Creating or destroy? I prefer destroy stuff. Can I get both of them? Okay. Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Alright.
Okay, let's review.
So we got
This
one.
broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple. Ish. You with me?
I'm not able to go there. So I'm kind of limited to different applications because I have only one of the skills. I don't able to do. So I guess we're going.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the Nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
I'm here already, so kind of like.
Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I...
Saved it once, we'll save it twice. Fuck, jump base that time.
This bleed is just getting worse and worse.
Will I go back up there? Okay, nice. Abstract vision.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
Yeah, makes sense. A lot of those crates here, like I'm kind of surprised how many. Anything around the place. I think so. Oh, fucking Optical. Fuck them. I'm pretty sure something is on top of that box. Nothing.
This in the astral plane. Well, last time.
Tried. Nah, there's shit ton of them. The fucking shit. Fuck is that spot? Okay. Did I skip or something?
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
I saw the building, so it's not sure. What is that though? I mean, I know I can continue there, but like... Okay, there's something here, so... I knew that if they hear something, but I was not expecting something like that. Oh, skill points you get so by find the secret locations you get the skill points. That's how you max it out. So I did it my own way, right? Is it able to do that? talk to them. What do you mean? I have 2 cubes there. Don't make any sense now. Nothing here. Right. Thought maybe there's something for me as well. Okay. Now this actually give heavy infinite for 4-star like interesting. Look at that, nice. Sus as fuck, isn't it? seems like there's multiple ways to get up here. Good to know. Oh, by the way, I could maybe increase. Huh. Actually, not that bad. Oh, so that means the DLC fragments. So we was getting DLC fragments from just from those fucking thingies, how it called? Expeditions. Nice. I mean, I was expecting that then, I guess. Kind of. Plus we what it called? So if we can get tier 6 only from DLC, like it's kinda dumb that they just give it like that. I mean, those I was suspicious about those thingies. So much stuff. Where I saw that. No. Trash. Holy shit. Okay. And holy did they get those ones? Why are there some really sync ones? That's kind of suspicious stuff.
Every day plus 86. Nothing had changed. Hercules. It's always so kind. As a result, we are abandoned.
Oh, shit.
Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets, we have to include that fact.
Oh, fuck. The fuck is up? So, do I need to fly there? Sure, let's go. Fire. Jesus Christ, I was kidding myself. Thank you. Oh. In every location or something at least. Nothing. Actually, nothing. Okay. Fucking way. There must be at least one secret where we can go just inside. None. What? Where's the second one? Oh, I think I saw two of them. But I can't get up there. Oh. No, no. There's so many control points. That is weird. That? I think I did. So many of those points that oh shit. Okay. That's some kind of wall. I have so many personal mods, jeez. Damage boost. useless. Yes, maybe like in close range, yeah. I can do something. Like long range now.
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here. Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
Just doing my job.
There we go, that was first one, that was long as...
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Oh shit. Yeah, here already. Station, I guess more. Maybe now we can upgrade the melee because there are like a lot of melee boys.
Jesse, hey!
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Sure.
All the tests on the nail keep coming back as nonsense. The
Okay.
Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
Focus.
How did the hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it. So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Yeah. So let's put the thing here. Let's open that one place.
Give us a call on the radios if you need help out there, Director.
Sure. What the? Ah, shit. Okay. Let's go. Holy shit, okay. That's okay. Okay. Now that path wants to Is there more? Yes, I don't jump on that. Jesus Christ, I have a lot of those things. God, annoying. That I get a lot of them. I'm forgetting already what I'm picking up. Well, 30 save boogies, okay. Ooh, okay, I got the level 5 again. Which one's weaker? The second is weaker. Second one. Thanks, man. I will keep that other level. Just to be safe. I don't use me that much. I saw something related to robot. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's check. Do I have more of this? I think I have one other place here. Yeah, I'm sure there is no one. So I have still quest here. So I guess let's go. Oh yeah, I see. That now makes sense. Getting other pieces, not getting these ones. Okay. Alright, let's go there. Where's that? Do I have the sync button? I think I must divide the episodes here. Yep. Yep.